need to stop encouraging violence in our communications, in our interactions, in our politics, and everything we do, and promote peace and understanding. I mean, that's why a guy like Trump is so bad.
If you see somebody getting ready to throw a tomato, knock the crap out of them.
Would you just say, unequivocally, you condemn them and you don't want their support? I'm just talking about David Duke and the Ku Klux Klan.
You wouldn't want me to condemn a group that I know nothing about.
Oh, God, he's insane.
He's insane.
Donald J. Trump is calling for a total and complete shutdown of Muslims entering the United States.
The Islamophobia that's going on, that he's breeding, like all this hatred, these poor kids going to school and like fearing for their lives, people getting attacking mosques.
Investigators at a mosque lit on fire during Friday prayer.
For what reason? You know, we're peaceful people.
Islam's one of the great religions of the world. My father converted to Islam. Me and my brother Richard had to bury him, and part of the process is you go and you clean their body, and they're whispering excerpts from the Quran into his ear, and it's a real kind of intense but very spiritual moment. And I just think that all these people that are dying in Syria and Iraq and all these wars, that they have to do that with all their children and their grandparents and their husbands and wives, and it just turns all that love that they have for these people into this hatred, dropping these indiscriminate bombs, and people talking about carpet bombing people.
You have said you would, quote, carpet bomb ISIS into oblivion, testing whether, quote, sand can glow in the dark. Does that mean leveling the ISIS capital of Raqqa in Syria, where there are hundreds of thousands of civilians?
Well, that's the problem. I mean, that's fighting fire with fire just creates a larger fire. You're making enemies of the United States where there were none before.
I am from Wasab, a remote mountain village in Yemen. In the past, what Wasab's villagers knew of the U.S. was based on my stories about my wonderful experiences here. What a violent militants had previously failed to achieve, one drone strike accomplished in an instant.
Everyone's so afraid of terrorism and suicide bombers. And
it's the exact type of thing that people talk about when they talk about the religion of Islam. They'll bring up the suicide bombers or 72 virgins or Sharia law without even knowing what that really means, or making all of Islam be about that. When Sharia is just the literal action of a tradition in a religion. The Sharia of going to Mecca is the physical act of going there. But then there's a deeper level, there's Tariqah, which is the understanding of what it means to go to Mecca, to be one with all mankind. That's a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
And then there's the hakikat, which means the reality, to actually experience yourself as being brothers and sisters with everybody on the planet. So if we actually bothered to learn about the teachings of Islam, we'd realize not only are there some gorgeous principles and wisdoms that could benefit our lives, but we would identify with them. I mean, there's the great Muslim Sufi poet Rumi who says, out beyond ideas of wrong or right, there is a field. I'll meet you there. Well, that's gorgeous. That's non-judgment. That's like, you know, what Jesus preached about.
Exactly. I mean, that's what all the major religions, the beautiful side of them, do have that same philosophy. All of my heroes, from Martin Luther King, Gandhi, John Lennon, all of these people just stood for that. I also have a real problem with all the major religions not recognizing God as being also woman. I mean, it's just so crazy that they're always like him up there. Okay.
Well, that's an awesome thing about Islam too, because the God concept is there is no concept of God at all.
It's just everything on this planet comes from a woman, so it's just it's so disrespectful. And I think it's time for a sort of female take. A woman in the White House would be an incredible thing.
Yeah, it definitely would. I mean, I think for me, the only problem, obviously, with Hillary Clinton is she voted for the Iraq War. She is in favor of the death penalty.
Of lies about that.
The death penalty. So in terms of like peace and
really
love, she's not really.
I'm not against the death penalty. I mean, I'm not really. I mean, if
you believe in killing people?
Sometimes, I kind of do, like bad people.
All right, well, that's why I'm not voting for you for president.
Okay, that's all right.
I think
Bernie, I could never make it.
I think Bernie Sanders.
Bernie's
he's
amazing.
The guy.
He's very old. He's very old.
A lot of wise people are very old.
Absolutely, but what if he dies like within the first year or two?
Well, hopefully his vice president will be Elizabeth Warren.
Or Hillary Clinton would be nice. Hillary Clinton is the right man for the job. Listen, I do believe, like, when it comes down to it, America is going to vote for a woman before they'll vote for a Jew.
That's really
I'm Jewish.
No, dude, that's
I'm just
really
saying.
rude.
What?
What you just said.
I'm being honest.
It's anti-Semitic.
Shut up. Andy,
Semitic! Ow! You're a bad Jew! Grow up! You grow up!
feel the burn! I'm really sorry, bud. That just got out of control.
Oh, okay, well that's fine.
That's why we should never discuss politics or religion at the table.
Yeah, no, that's good. Glad you're realizing that now. Don't worry about it.
You know, I guess I'm open to voting for Bernie.
Oh, okay.
And I'll pick up the check. Can I get the check, please? Thanks.
That's great.
4 tips for world peace. Whatever your politics or religion, be respectful, regardless of how you're treated. Don't let the behavior of others destroy your inner peace. Speak from personal experience, rather than judge or condemn others. This allows you to be heard. Everyone you meet is fighting a battle you know nothing about. Be kind.